I.A.G Farms, it's all about God. Yeah, I just got through cranking the tractor up, getting it warmed up. Just got down here to the first farm property, where the sheep and the cow and the pigs are. And I'm getting ready to do the farm chores down here. And then I'm gonna hop on the old bad boy tractor. And today I'm gonna head down to the second property that we have, the woodland acres that we have down there, where we have our reservation cabinet that we're gonna restore. And I'm gonna hook up the tractor to the bush hog, and I'm gonna take the bush hog down there. It'll probably be about, driving in the car, it's about a 7-minute drive to our next property. But on the tractor, it'll probably be like a 15-minute drive. But I'm gonna drive down there, hook the bush hog up, take a couple tools with me, and I'm gonna go down there and clear around the reservation cabin a little bit because we're getting ready to start restoration. Me and my wife was joking the other day, and we said we're gonna do a restoration, renovation, and the house needs salvation. It needs deliverance and saving. It's in pretty bad shape, but it's gonna be a fun project that the Lord has called us to, and He's spoken to us, so He's given us the confidence to go ahead and take on this challenge. So I'm gonna take the old tractor down there, bush hog, and see if I can get some things cleared around there, because as y'all saw in our last video, it's snake season, and here on this property, the first property, we have moccasins and copperheads. But on our next property that y'all gonna see today on today's video, we have rattlesnakes. Some of the neighbors said they're some of the biggest rattlesnakes you've ever seen. So we're gonna get on down there and see if we can get some things cleared out, so that when we get started working on the reservation cabin, we'll have a nice safe zone down there that we can work in and have the kids in and be fairly safe. We still have to be cautious, but I'm gonna go ahead and get Blossom fed. She's down there mooing, asking for me, and I got the sheep over here. They're bleeding. Want me to get them some grain, so I'm gonna go ahead and get everybody fed and get the bush hog loaded up, and we'll head on down to the woodland acres, about 15 minutes down the street. But let's see if we can get into today. I just pulled up at property number 2, trying to watch my step so I don't get bitten by a rattlesnake. But out here at our woodland property, at our reservation cabin out here, we got a lot cleared out here by hand. And now that we have the tractor, we're gonna work on get some things bush hogged around here, and kind of clean it up a little bit. It's always good to have a tractor, especially during snake season, so you don't have to, move brush piles by hands and things like that. But I'm gonna get on the tractor and I'm gonna run this bush hog a little bit, see if I can get some of this grass down around here. But you kind of get an idea. I'm gonna turn the camera around. Let's get an idea of what it looks like before I get started. But as you can see, some of these areas that we've cleared out by hand. See some of the grass is starting to come in, and that's good. Maybe we get some animals out here to keep it down for us. But you see off in there, our trail is kind of growing up, and might push some of these burn piles up a little tighter. And you see on this side of the property, on the other side of this road here, it's all growed up over here. So I'm gonna try to get a bunch of this over here knocked down first, and see what else I can get into. Alright, so the bad boy's doing his job so far. I've gotten this field, this section there that you saw, cut. Turn around and see. But I've gotten this section out here cut, bush hog, got it down. It did pretty good. The horsepower seems pretty good. Seems like it's getting all 25 of the horsepower. So I'm gonna keep on cutting and get it cleaned up around here. And I'll show y'all some video once I kind of, get a little bit more done, so I had to get on and off the tractor and move the camera. So let's see what we can get done. All right, so I got a nice little bit done. And got this section over here bush hogged. And got a couple of these burn piles pushed up. I'm gonna turn around and let you look at it. Yes, I got this section over here bush hogged in front of the house. I got a couple of these burn piles pushed up a little tighter because we stacked them by hand. Then I bush hogged all around the burn pile, so once the grass green up, we'll be able to burn them without the grass catching on fire. I got that one pushed up. Bush hogged all around here. Got this section nice and flat and bush hogged. I thought I was gonna see some rattlesnakes out here today, but I hadn't seen any rattlesnakes so far. I was all out in the woods, bush hogging on the trails and stuff. Y'all saw some of the trails. Bush hog, yeah, I got that pile pushed up a little bit. Got that pile pushed up a little bit tighter as well. Bush hogged around down through here, as you can see. Bagged off in them bushes over there a couple times. And I kind of cleaned up, bush hogged around the house a little bit. But the grass has been growing since we cleared out As you can see, it's starting to look like something around here. Yeah, let me show you over here. I know you saw on the video on this side as well. But yeah, because my goal is to just get cleared around the house so that we can start demo on the house and we can see where we're walking. But as you saw, I got this section right there pushed up. That's right there by the house. I pushed that up with the bucket of the tractor. That pile that was right there is now over there. So it gave me a little bit more space in between that junk pile and the house. So we got a nice little clear section here on this side. And then we have a nice clear section on the other side. There's still some trees and stuff I need to cut down on the back, but for the most part, everything around the house is clear. I need to get these burn piles burnt up. I get a little diesel and start those because they're still a little green because we just cut those trees down. But yeah, so got a nice clear space on this side. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and load the tractor up and head on back to the first property before it get dark. I don't want to be going down the road when it's dark. The cars flying down these country roads. So I'm gonna get on the road. It took about 15-20 minutes to get here. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop back on the tractor. Like I said, we got a lot done around here today. And hop back on the tractor and I'm gonna head on out. All right, 40 minutes later, and I'm back at the first farm. Got the bad boy parked. And it took 40 minutes to drive there to the woodland acres, and 40 minutes to drive back. And I bush hogged and cleared out land for about maybe 3 hours. So non-stop, the bad boy went for about 4 or 5 hours, and it did good, performed well. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. It did a good job. So that's the first real test that I've given this bad boy, and it passed with an A+. So you know, I'm gonna keep on testing it and keep on giving y'all reviews as I learn things. I share with y'all, but so far it's doing good. One thing I can say is that the fuel tank seems to run out pretty fast, but I did drive 40 minutes there and 40 minutes back, so because I filled up before I left, and I need to fill up again because it's about on E now. So I left at the right time, but I guess I guess the diesel fuel tank not made to drive 40 minutes on the road, but it did good, did real good. I'm proud of it. I'm impressed. Did a whole lot better than my old 1956 Ford 600 would have did. It would have broke down on me 3-4 times, but the bad boy did his job. It had plenty of power as I was bush hogging, and you know, it never lost power. It never lacked power at all. It pushed up everything. I even pushed down a old pine tree. I pushed down an old rotten pine tree with it, with the loader, and pushed it up on the pile. But it did well, did real well. But all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and it's starting to get dark now. I'm gonna go ahead and load up and head on out. It's I.A.G Farms.